Good morning. It is 24 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, I get a list out here because there's so many people, our Chaves County Clerk, Cindy Fuller, with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Also, Travis Williams, Casey Higgins, and Stephanie Eldridge. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing today?
We're good. Very
Good. Is it the calm before the storm in your office right now, or is it already the storm in your office?
We're ready to go. There's never a storm.
Okay. Well, obviously there's busy times. People, especially when we get election season, people are like, oh, yeah, I should go register. Yes. And then they all think at the same time, and then they all come and visit at the same time. So, right. But 'tis that time.
It is.
This is the time if we do have a local election. Here, November 2nd is election day. I know they did the big change statewide. Was it last year or year before? I don't remember. 2019. And so a lot of our local elections have been moved to November. There's a few exceptions. City of Roswell is one of them.
Correct.
So if you are a resident of Roswell, you still have a local election depending on where you live in Roswell. But as far as voting for city council, mayor, those positions, you will do that here in the spring. You're going to get hot and heavy with a bunch of stuff here about January. So just warning you. But if you live in a district that has a school board member that is up for re-election or for election, there's various other, board positions and things that aren't as sexy and front page news as some of the other positions here. But your vote on those are very important. So it's not a popular, it's this election come up November 2nd, it's kind of sliding under the radar for a lot of people, but we don't want it to.
Right.
If you're registered to vote, make plans to vote either earlier or on November 2nd. And if you're not registered to vote, go ahead and get it done now. If you planned on doing it to get in the local elections for Roswell here later, don't wait till then. Do it now and vote in this election.
And today is actually National Voter Registration Day. So it'd be a good day.
Why not?
Right.
Why not then today a better day to do that? Registering to vote is very easy. Mm-hmm. I guess the easiest way is just come to the office, right? Just visit the clerk's office, and any of you guys can help them out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, and then we're actually going to be at the public library today too.
Okay.
From 10 to 5.
All right.
Registering people to vote.
So you
also.
can come and go as you're there, going to the library if you're going to for one of their activities or check out a book or something, and keep these guys busy so they're not busy reading books the whole time while they're there
Right.
too. Although Travis is like, I already got one picked out, don't you know? Yeah.
Maybe.
And I was like, I got a book already. Yeah. No, but so come out there, and you can come out to the Roswell Public Library just a couple blocks away over here. But if you can't do that today, you can come by the clerk's office anytime clerk's office is open, which is pretty much like a Monday through Friday, kind of 8 to 5. Mm-hmm. So it's open when everything else is open. Right. And you can come by there. And, of course, now is also that time if you want to change party affiliations or if you moved to another side of town or something like that, you're going to need to update your road because especially if you moved like from the south, you could have moved just a couple blocks away and it might change some information. But if you've moved, please update that address. Maybe nothing changed, but maybe everything changed. Let the clerk determine that for you. And then that way when you do vote here November 2nd or in local elections here later on, you're voting in the right precincts and districts and everything you want there. If you don't know any of that information, there is one place you can find it all. And I'll let you guys tell it. I know it, but I'm going to let... Sometimes they say I talk too much, and I'm like...
That's what they told us when we were coming in. And they're like, watch out, he talks a lot.
That's what I say. I do that.
You can find a lot of the information at inandvote.org. Yeah. And that is where you can view your voter registration. You can actually view your sample ballot also.
Mm-hmm. Voter history?
Yes.
So you're like, what was I thinking back in 92? Right. You can go back and look. Now, it's New Mexico.
Correct.
So if you voted in New Mexico your whole life, it's all there. So if you're coming from another state, it's your New Mexico voting history. But you can see, and one of the most valuable things, like you'd mentioned there, is it's got every district you're in. So when it comes from the school board, it'll tell you what district you're in and whether you have, and then you can go look at the sample ballot to see if you have a contested race or someone running in that position. But it'll tell you even things you didn't realize. You're like, what board is that? I don't even know, but I'm in this district. You know what I mean? And it'll tell you, here's the laundry list, but it goes from everything from your congressional district on down to your school boards and city council and everything in between there. So if you don't know, that's your resource for all of that. And plus, if you want to update statuses on, your absentee ballot, did they get it, or did your party affiliation or address, any of those, did those get changed? You can confirm those at the website there. And if something's not right, then you can call the clerk's office and get that fixed.
Yes, absolutely.
Good deal. But be nice.
Yeah. Yes, we like nice people.
Well, and it's one of those things. Elections is just hotly it's right there as top stories. Even when it's not election cycle, it's in the news right now. And so anytime that happens, people have thoughts one way or another on that. I get you have thoughts, but clerk office, they're there to help you. It's, believe it or not, that office is non-political. That's the one probably building, a room in the building that's not political is the clerk's office. That's strictly, just counting the numbers and making sure everyone has equal and fair access to the things that they need to do. So that they don't want to hear you complain about Party X did this or you're not switching because of that. That's, if you want to vent, you're nice about it. I'm sure they'll listen to you. But if you want to, please, don't. If you're mad about elections because a party did this, the clerk's office is not the place to help you for that. You need to take that up with your parties and everyone else. Now, if your voter registration's not right, the clerk's office can help you.
Yes.
So, just want to remind folks. Sometimes we need those remindings. I'm sure there's some other updates. What's going? I know you've. To be honest, I haven't really talked to you much since you've taken office. Once or twice there at the beginning. How's the clerk's office been since you've taken over?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing staff. They do a great job.
Yeah.
Just, business as usual.
Yeah. Is Dave still around, or did he officially retire?
Dave is still around.
Okay. I didn't know if you kicked him out yet, or did he officially retire? Or?
He comes and visits us every now and then, and his hair's super long, and he's just living his best life.
He's a hippie now,
Yeah.
huh? No, just kidding.
Yeah, we miss him, but he's still around.
That's funny. Do you show them how much nicer the office is now that you're see? It's way decorated better than when it was my office now than
we
was your
did
office.
get new furniture,
Yeah.
so it's looking a little better.
New furniture, a new wall.
Had to class up the
New
place a
door.
little bit. What are you gonna do?
Right. I cleaned up his office, so
She's still cleaning his
I'm
office.
still cleaning his office.
Was he a bit of a
Organizing.
Just a little bit,
Yeah.
but he
He
knew
knew where everything was,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, that's the nice thing they say about you when you're a mess. Well, you knew where it was.
Knew where everything
That's
was,
the
so-
bless your heart of
Yes.
of pack rattery. Well, he knew where everything was. That's the bless your heart.
That's
bless
right.
your heart. Yeah, he knew where everything was. You were a hot mess. That's what they're saying.
In the nicest way possible.
In the nicest way. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Dave's a good guy. That's why we're joking here.
That's right.
But folks, yeah, if you need any help with anything, if you have questions, if you're not sure, please, especially in the world of the rumors and the world, everyone's saying so much. If there's something that just sounds ridiculous to you, call the clerk's office. Ask them.
Yes.
They will give you the straight skinny on, you know what, that's false. That's just something people are saying, or no. It is, or even the partial truth. That happens a lot too. You hear rumors about one thing, and it's that line, that game where we all line up, and then they whisper something in someone's ear, and then by the time you get to the end of the line, it's something way different.
Right.
That's what's going on there. It turned from Susie and Bob got married to Susie and Bob just went on a murder spree and killed 12 people by the time you get to that line.
Right.
So they can help out with that. Let's talk upcoming dates here. November 2nd, obviously, is election day. So that's, if you don't want to vote early and you want to do it the tried and true traditional way, November 2nd is going to be your day. There's going to be the voting convenience centers, like always. There's a whole list of them on the website. We'll tell you.
We added one. We added the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, sweet. Well, now that's remodeled and refreshed. And
Nice.
so if you're looking for an excuse to go check out the new digs there, then use it as election day.
That's right.
Or if you have boys and girls that would benefit the program, that would work
There you
too.
go.
But if they don't let you have kids like me, then they
Right.
frown upon people like me. I'm just kidding.
You're not kidding.
He's like, I'm not. But you can go to any one of the voting convenience centers. That's obviously something that's been going on for, 5-6 years now. It's been going on for a while. So if you're not sure, you can go again to the clerk's website and find every location. If you see these brochures out and about town, you'll see the complete list of the polling locations and everything there. But with the exception of the Boys and Girls Club edition, the ones you went to last time are going to be the ones that are good this time too. And that's going to be the case for every election from now on until the powers that be decide a new way to do it.
Right.
But that's, which is exactly what it is. You don't have to remember, I got to go to school X no more. If you can, if you live in Chaves County, you can vote at any polling location in Chaves County. So,
And we try to keep the same ones so people get used to, going, knowing where to go.
Establish that because none of us remember.
Right.
We're always like, oh, that's why we have to go to the website to look up what districts we're in because we don't remember. So, and so this now you just there's one. So if you work, say you live here but work in Dexter, now you can go on your lunch hour in Dexter.
We also added Dexter as an early location also.
Excellent, good deal. I knew you just generally would have those, but you could start them a little later than the other early days.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were later early days.
Later early, yes.
But just to give those kind of dates, the Roswell Mall will be an early voting location beginning Saturday, October 16th through the October 30th. Of course, the earliest one will be the clerk's office, October 5th through the 30th. Again, during business hours, 8 to 5. Beginning the 16th, you can come on Saturdays to the clerk's office from 10 to 6. Don't come at 8.
Don't come
they're
at 8.
still sleeping at 8.
Right.
It is a Saturday, you savages. And then, like I said, the Roswell Mall, beginning Saturday, October 16th. You can go Tuesday through Saturday there, 10 to 6. They're closed Sunday, Mondays. In Dexter, beginning October 19th, you can go the Tuesday, Thursdays. Every Tuesday, Thursday, beginning October 19th through the rest of October there. And that'll be at the Dexter Central office from 8 to 4. And then finally at the Hagerman Joy Center, again, every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 to 4, beginning October 19th as well. So if you're in Dexter or Hagerman, Tuesdays, Thursdays, beginning the 19th, you can early vote. And then, of course, November 2nd, your actual election day, you can go to any of the polling locations and vote.
In 2019, Mike, we only had a 9% voter turnout for this local election. So we need Chaves County to step up and vote.
Absolutely. Like you said earlier, not everyone's going to get a sexy voting list.
Right.
It just is the way of the beast, But it's so important to get involved.
Right.
Understand that. If
The districts on the ballot all have taxing authority.
Okay.
So the positions are pretty important.
So if you're concerned about your money, you
Right.
want to make sure who's going into those positions and
Exactly.
do a little research on them and I would imagine too, especially if it's an unopposed thing or something, I'm sure they have resources that you can learn and learn some information about them and ask questions if you have them about those. But especially like school board's probably your biggest most attention-getting
Sure.
item that'll probably be on people's ballots. Not everyone will have them. If you live in Roswell, in a district that has a contested seat, not everyone does.
Right,
So
right.
I don't. There's only one or two, if I remember off the top of my head. I don't remember exactly which districts they are. But again, you can go to the website and find that out exactly. If you go to nmvote.org, like you were saying earlier, that's the website. The only information you need to know is your name, your date of birth, and what county you live in. And that's it. Assuming you registered to vote. If you've never registered to vote before and you put that information in, I imagine it's not going to come back with anything. But
It won't. But you can also register on that site.
yeah, you can do that if you feel more comfortable doing it from the comfort of your home. That's the way you can do it. You got that's the not the procrastinator's way to go.
Correct.
Because it does take a little time to get back and forth and all that. So the last minute folks,
Last minute, folks. But if you're really last minute, Tuesday will be the last day you can register online.
Okay.
So then you'll need to walk into our office.
Okay. So just
After
get it
that.
done today.
Yeah.
Get it
today's
done
right.
today. Come out to the library. Like I said, what's the hours you guys are going to be at the library?
10 to 5.
10 to 5 today. So if you're going to be swinging by the Roswell Public Library, or if you didn't intend to, but you're going to be in the area, swing on by there. Save you a trip down south to the clerk's office. You can go and get that taken care of right there. And then, of course, you can register as any independent, Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, all the ones that are available. You pick the one you want there, and then and obviously you'll vote appropriately in your primaries and general elections as you should there and all that. But there's and I know and I don't want to get in the political game here. Obviously, the fair is coming up. I'm sure both parties will have booths out at the fair to register to vote and all those kind of things. But sometimes people feel pressured to vote for, register to vote and register as the party they're there and all that. If you do have that uncomfort thing, go to the clerk's office. Go to the library today. Those are pressure-free places that you don't have to worry about. And I don't not think they necessarily pressure you per se, but I know there is a stigma when you walk up to the Democrat or the Republican Party thing and everybody's like, hey, welcome to the party. They're like, you better check that big R with that big D. You know what I mean?
Take this balloon.
There's that little, yeah. So if you don't want to deal with all that,
No, we don't do that.
go to the clerk's office.
We do tell people, though, that New Mexico still has closed primaries. So
Yes. So if you want, and this is just facts, folks. I'm just telling you. Generally speaking, in Chaves County, there's more Republicans voting than Democrats. So if it's a primary race and the only candidates running for a position in the Republican are Republicans, then you're not going to get to vote in the general election side of this. That's the difference, and vice versa. So take those things into consideration when you pick your party too. So if you want to have access, but you do you on that stuff. So.
Yep, absolutely.
What is there any other dates, things we want to make sure we get? I got sidetracked on or anything? Early voting, election day is the 12th.
The first day to mail out absentee ballots is October 5th.
Okay.
So that's the first day we can start mailing them.
Okay. And you can request them now, right?
Right. You can come in, you can call us, or you can go online and do it also.
Okay. So whatever you prefer.
Yes.
But be aware, absentee ballot, it's mailing in. That is not the procrastinator's way to do things. If you want to make sure your vote's counted, you're going to have to be proactive with requesting that ballot.
Right.
Once you get the ballot, getting it filled out and getting it turned back in a timely manner.
And the last day you actually can request one is October 28th.
Okay, so you got a little time right now, but you're do it now. Even if you're not sure who you're voting for, go ahead and you're not available to vote or you want to vote absentee ballot. Request your paperwork now. That way you can get your ballot in the mail and you can study it and do your research, your homework if you want to, if you prefer that way.
Right.
Get all that done now. And so you're using this time between now and the 28th to decide who you want to vote for, not deciding how to get your ballot to you.
Right.
Right.
But if you want to do it the traditional way or early vote, please, by all means, get that done. Beginning here the 19th, really, or the 5th, actually, at the clerk's office. You can start early voting and getting all that done. But if you want to wait till the 2nd and do it that way, whatever way suits you, but please do it. Please note, just like the last elections here, all your in-person voting is going to be above board with the COVID and the wiping downs. And I will tell you, and I said this last time to you, when I went to vote in the last election, that was was that a presidential election? I think it was. You're right. I went to go early vote there, and I went to the clerk's office that day. It was the one on the south end of the building here. And I will tell you, I was so amazed at the efficiency. I literally walked in. I think there was 2 people ahead of me line in and out. But literally, you walk into the place where you vote, and it was just a sea of open places spread out. I walked in. I did and I literally, as soon as I got up and was heading back to the machine, there's a guy behind me wiping down and getting it ready for it was well oiled. I mean, even with the straws or pens, the things you picked to make selections, all of that was done that way. It was so if that's a fear, don't worry about it. They go above and beyond on all of that kind of stuff to make sure everyone's safe in that way.
Right.
But if you do have a real problem with that, please then get your absentee ballot, get that ordered, get that done. That way you can make sure that if that's a problem for you. So, what else? I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be saying, and I'm just spaced out on it. Do we get it all?
I
I think that's it.
All right. Good deal. So make sure November 2nd. That is general
7
election.
to 7.
The local election here, 7 to 7. Go to any of the how many is it now? 11?
12.
12 polling locations. That was in unison. That was impressive.
We're good. We talk about them all the time.
Right, you probably had that question. How many? 12!
Yeah. They've actually been practicing that too.
And don't forget, early voting begins at the clerk's office October 5th, at the Roswell Mall October 16th, in Dexter on October 19th, and in Hagerman on October 19th. Learn more at the clerk's. If you go to chavescounty.gov, and then I believe is it the services? It's like the second tab over. click elections and all that, and it'll give you all this information right there. It'll give you the address for the nmvote.org. Where am I looking for? nmvote.org to go and check your voter registration, your voting history, any of those kind of questions and things like that. And of course, if you don't like doing that and want to call the clerk's office and that, they'll be happy to help you navigate through all that too.
Absolutely.
And then vote, get registered to vote. What's today you're going to be at the library registering folks to vote till 10 to 5 today. You can go to the clerk's office Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 anytime to register vote. And again, what's the deadline? The last day that you can get registered to vote to be eligible in this election. It's for online. It's next Tuesday.
Online is next Tuesday. Online in by mail is next Tuesday, and then in person is October 30th.
Very
so the
good.
last day of early voting is the last day you can come in to register
to
in
get
person.
registered to vote. Okay, very good. Excellent.
Yeah, and then all that information as far as like the polling locations and where you can register to vote will also be on our Facebook page as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the same ones with the exception the addition of the Roswell Boys and Girls Club. It's the mall, Central Church of the Nazarene, West Country Club, Church of Christ, the Museum, Boys and Girls Club, New Mexico Game and Fish, their facility out there, East Grand Plains Elementary, the clerk's office, Church on the Move, Dexter Central Office, Hagerman Joy Center, and then Lake Arthur Schools. The same usual suspects that we normally have on those there. So, did we get it all?
I think so, Mike.
Awesome. Is there anybody left at the clerk? I just realized there's all you here. Is anybody at the clerk's office?
We left, what, 5?
We left 4 there.
Dave and his long hair is holding down the fort.
That's right.
He's probably over there right now.
Well, we'll let you go relieve them, and thank you. And anything we can do to help, and any other information we need to get the word out about, let us know. And folks, we got election coming up. Get registered. Get done. Get everything lined up so you can. I'm telling you, you want to complain on Facebook, you got to vote first. That's the rule. That's the rule.
That's what the little flyer says.
Yeah, you can't complain on Facebook unless you at least voted. Then I'll talk to you. I ain't gonna talk to you if you didn't do it. Otherwise, you're just part of the problem. So, thank you guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you here next time. Imagine we'll see a lot here in the coming months as we get more and more elections popping up here. So,
Sure.
all right, it is.